As an outward-looking organization in a multipolar world, ASEAN must continue to punch above its weight by broadening its global partnerships. Deepening ties and strategic links with diverse partners is not a choice. It is a strategic imperative. But we should engage as equals. And above all, you must be the speakers and not the spoken for. So, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in facing today's global economic headwinds, it is imperative that we focus our energies inward towards building a more integrated and resilient ASEAN economy. Our region is home to a vast and vibrant market of 670 million people. The potential is undeniable, but to realize it fully, we must narrow the existing development gaps and forge stronger, more equitable economic linkages across member states. At the 47th ASEAN Summit in Kuala Lumpur, we will once again demonstrate our collective commitment towards improving the unimpeded flow of goods within our region. And this will be in late October. So good luck to you. Because if you succeed, we say thank the chairman. If he fails, blame the secretariat. Oh, I'm joking. You will have sleepless nights after this. Now, through renewed efforts to reduce tariff and non-tariff barriers, we are taking meaningful steps towards creating a more seamless and dynamic ASEAN economic community that works for all, not just for some. So, in my discussions with President Prabowo, for example, we emphasize on ASEAN's extensive network of free trade agreements has long served and has to be further expanded because it has the trade agreements is pivotal because it was a cornerstone of our economic resilience. But in an era marked by protectionism and shifting supply chains, we cannot afford to become complacent. We must remain committed to openness and reform, even as we adapt to a more complex geoeconomic landscape. It is only through sustained liberalization and cooperation that we can safeguard jobs, preserve growth, and consolidate our position in the global economy. The RCEP, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, is central to this vision. As the world's largest trade agreement, it reinforces ASEAN's role as the linchpin of regional economic architecture. We expect the 5th RCEP leaders meeting to also take place at the sidelines of the 47th ASEAN Summit, thus representing an opportunity for us to ensure that RCEP delivers tangible benefits for our businesses, workers, and communities. Now, as we look to strengthen ASEAN's position in an increasingly competitive global economy, we must also do more to ensure that businesses can operate with confidence and clarity across our borders. And this is, of course, emphasized in every single bilateral and ASEAN meetings. We can't be talking about expanding trade and we don't enhance intra-ASEAN trade. We can talk about free flow, and being attractive to foreign direct investments when you disallow a curb or do not necessarily encourage increasing investments within ASEAN. So that has been the priority, and I think we need to push this ahead because the potential for trade and investments within ASEAN itself is huge. And as we have seen during the success of the ASEAN GCC China Summit, it is a clear signal that ASEAN is ready to build new bridges and unlock new partnerships. It also reaffirms our shared determination to shape a future based on mutual respect, shared growth, and strategic cooperation. Now, digital economy will be a key driver of ASEAN's next phase of growth. That is why we are advancing efforts to conclude the ASEAN Digital Economy Framework Agreement while modernizing our existing trade agreements with strategic partners, including China, India, and the Republic of Korea. These efforts reflect ASEAN's readiness to embrace change and position ourselves at the forefront of digital transformation.